Well, we're back right here in the studio, and I hope everyone out there is enjoying their evening. We have with us right now Mr. Franz Potuyt, who is the former Dutch ambassador to the state of Kuwait. We'd like to welcome you to the state of Kuwait once again, and welcome you to our program. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you. For me, it's also a pleasure. After 2 years, I'm back in Kuwait, and you know, I was so many times your guest here in the studio, so
That's
great
right.
to be here again.
Yeah, it's been 2 years, I think, since you've left. It was in the COVID period.
Exactly.
So tell our audience now a little bit how things are going with you. What have you been up to, and tell us a little more.
Now, first I'll tell you, so I had to say bye-bye to all my friends here, and unfortunately it was in the midst of the COVID, and normally you don't have diplomats, they have receptions and parties, but this time, you know, it was not possible, no social gathering, so the farewell was a bit, not as we wanted to have it. But, and then also after, just 1 month after I left, His Highness the Emir passed away, which was very sad, but you know, it's difficult to pay condolences or whatever, so that was a sad period. And then also, when I was with my family, because I got retirement, you want to do something, you want to start traveling, you want nothing.
Okay.
Because we had to stay at home.
You were stuck, like everyone.
Like the people here in Kuwait.
Yeah, yeah.
And for my personally, it was a problem, because I have a daughter living in Singapore, and she gave birth to our second granddaughter.
Oh, congratulations, that's
yes,
nice.
Yes, but we couldn't
but
go
it
there.
was difficult to move.
Yes, it's only last summer that we could see the little girl for the first time.
Well, I'm glad to see, you're in the state of Kuwait. Things are at a better situation right now. Tell our audience a little bit about the purpose of your visit to the state of Kuwait. I know you want to see old friends and meet with them and so forth. And tell us a little more, please.
I was the ambassador of the Netherlands to Kuwait.
Yes.
But being in Kuwait for 5 years, honestly, I fell a little bit in love with Kuwait. So now I consider myself an ambassador of Kuwait in the Netherlands.
Okay.
So every time, everywhere that I can promote Kuwait a little bit, I try to do so. Now, so the reason for my trip is now that there is an online news magazine in the Netherlands, which is called Fanak.
So tell us about that. That's,
I will
keep it like that, sir.
Yes, so that Fanak, it's online. So if you Google it, fanak.com, you see a marvelous news magazine. It is not hot news. It is background, it's analysis, but it's set up by a gentleman, and the gentleman 12 years ago, Mr. Dake, Dr. Dake, he loves the Arab world, and he is very, devoted to have a better understanding of the Arab world, because the news about this part of the world is often not always positive, and it's not always, sometimes I think, why is it so biased? Facts, that's important, and that you have to give. Balanced news information about the Arab world, and that was his mission, and that's why he set this up, and it's very unique. It's in Arabic and in English. Yeah, everything in English, everything in Arabic. So it's great for students. It's now a library of information about all the 21 countries of the Middle East and Northern Africa. Really, I recommend it.
I was taking a look at it earlier with the team, the producers and so forth. It's really very user-friendly.
Yeah.
When we logged on to it. We scrolled through everything, and as you said, English, Arabic, Arabic, English, so good for everyone to get a general look and find out about what's going on in the region.
Yes, but it's a lot of work. There are many people working on it, editors, translators and whatever.
Tell us more what can be seen on this forum also, sir.
News, background information on all the Arab countries, the Palestinians,
everywhere in the whole region.
Everything. The whole region is there, so it's very useful.
You have a lot of correspondence, I believe.
Yes, we have a network of, let's say, 200 people. So here in Kuwait, sometimes they make articles, and of course we check the articles, and then we have to translate them. It's very useful information. The point is this: we are doing this now from Holland, and Dr. Dake, it's his love baby, but for the future, we have to find a cooperation. We have to find a partner in the Middle East. And then they come to me. I saw them, I heard about it, and said, okay, you have to go to Kuwait. Because why Kuwait? And I don't say bad things about the countries around Kuwait, but relatively the press is free. We can say whatever we want. Okay, you have to be decent. You have to be polite towards the
Sure, there's certain
that's
things.
okay, I understand.
But in general, there's a lot of
for
press freedom
religion
here.
and for the highness. And
Sure.
this, of course, but within these limits, you know, it's very free. You can say everything.
Yeah.
So that's why I told them. So come to Kuwait.
Great.
And also, you know, Kuwait is kind of a democracy. In 1 month's time, you have the elections.
Yes.
And everybody is nervous what it will be the outcome.
Yes.
I don't talk about countries here in the neighborhood, but this is more or less as it is in Holland and in England.
Yes.
You know, the elections are free, and you know, the government is really restricted by the parliament. So that's why Kuwait has many good points to have a partnership with, and so that I hope that we find a partner that we can do it, let's say, a little bit 50-50, that it could be also a tool for Kuwait and the Arab world to make it themselves known in the Western world.
That's true.
So that's what I want. Again, as an ambassador, you have to bridge between countries, between cultures, and I like to bridge between the Arab world and the Western world.
Well, Mr. Ambassador, I know you've always been keen, as you just mentioned, on promoting bilateral relationship between Kuwait and Holland. Your 5 years here, you were very active, visiting all the different institutions, companies, universities, ministries. You were on our program numerous times, promoting, you know, Holland and all the great products that you have, the different visitors. So tell us that bilateral relationship is strong, and it's getting even better. And this is another venue to even promote.
Yeah, this is important, but I must say, you know, we all have to suffer from this COVID period.
Yes.
Because traveling, everything was not there. But I came here by plane, the KLM. They used to have 6 flights a week.
Yeah.
This time it's 4 flights, but I can tell you it was packed.
All right.
And now they go also again for 6 flights.
Okay, great.
So I think the older thing that the Kuwaitis coming back to Holland, and you know, this goes better. And also, let's say, the companies with all the people, the expats working there. You know, in the COVID period, you know, they were very reluctant, but now it's coming back. So I really hope there is more. And the great thing also, I was arriving at the airport, and then you go the 6th ring road, and there's all the difference.
Yes.
All these highways, you know,
Right.
these bridges all everywhere, because when 2 years ago they were working on it. But in Holland you don't have constructions like that, you know, where this bridges over the highways. No, it's really beautiful. And that I encourage Kuwait, you know, work on the infrastructure, make this better.
Well,
Yes,
that's great,
would be
Mr.
great.
Ambassador.
And we are happy to help, of course, as Holland.
Of course, and you know, it's a pleasure to see you and have you right here on our program. And do you have any last words or comments that you would like to share with our audience watching right now about your visit right here in the state of Kuwait, about this beautiful media platform? Please go ahead, sir.
Now, my last word will be, you know, I was 2 years not in Kuwait, and I missed it. I had never realized that I really would miss it.
Okay.
And also count your blessings. Honestly, in Europe, it's more stressed. Here, people are relaxed. They have time for you. They invite you in their houses. And this is something, you know, very positive. Eh? So you only see how positive it is when you are away.
When you're far away,
we had a good time. And so I really like to work with, you know, for better relations, you know, not only for Kuwait, but for the whole Arab world. And as I told you, so fanak.com, if your viewers can Google it, they will have a good experience. And I'm very happy that I could explain this to you.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you, Ambassador, once again with us right here on our program Hala Kuwait on KTV2. We'd like to thank His Excellency Mr. Franz Potuyt, former Dutch ambassador to the state of Kuwait, for his time. Thank you very much, Mr. Ambassador, and wishing you all the best of luck in your future endeavors.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. Well, right now we're going to move on to our next report and go to the coppersmiths market, so stay tuned.